It's the Doug Rising Show. Well, the Doug Rising Show. Well, the Doug Rising Show. I'm Doug Rice. I mean, I just want people to hold it. I want horn players passing out. I want phones broken. That Gorilla Glass aside. How you doing? Sunday. Hey, 12:01. Just in time to give you a good morning. Now, good afternoon, Negroes. How are you? Doug Rice. That's me. How you doing? Thank you for coming back. I know yesterday was, a sight that you did not behold because I did not show my ugly mug yesterday. I just felt moved to say something. I've been looking at T.I. Ministries, the End of the World Ministries, Brother Yacoba, Dante Fortson is, and oh my God, Te'ao, Brother Yacoba's brother, for years. They have a great amount of influence in how this show got started because I tried to get on their show. I wasn't, they got standards. I know, believe me, I wouldn't have had me on either. But I have since evolved into having an association with these blessed brothers, and I will tell you without doubt, yesterday, I will call it a sermon. Sure, I'll call it a sermon. Yesterday's show, I was moved by, last two shows that T.I. Ministries has done. If they've not done one today, Sunday, 12/02, 25th of June, 2023. If you have not seen them put out something today, the two shows that I observed yesterday and the one before that, if they don't set you a spiritual fire, you're dead inside. You are a dead Negro. If you don't take a look at those two videos, and I'm not even talking about the individuals, let's just set aside if you even knew about T.I. Ministries, if you ever knew about Dante, if you ever knew about it, look, just two videos, just those two. And if you are a woke, conscious Negro in the prime of your spiritual life, then you will be set afire as I was set afire. And yet today I knew I had to deliver at least something I have to show you that I'm still around, I'm still on point, I'm still in the rhythm of at least a Sunday show. I try to give you a little bit more than that, but who knows? Once again, my name's Doug Rice, R-I-C-E, 2 4-letter words. And I got them adding a third letter word from time to time. And I don't mind. Well, I thank you for tuning in. Thank you for showing up. If you are so inclined, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and you might find they might alert you. And I'll try not to avert you from doing that. Do that, please. They have taken away the monetization of YouTube. The whopping about $100, $150 that I made each month, they've snatched it from beneath me, and I am crushed. I did use that money to occasionally pay my moderators. Now I have two. Welcome, my moderators, both of you. We have Detrina, solid state of affairs. And we have, of course, Mr. Oh my God, don't tell me I have not forgotten, oh Lord, Antoine Anderson, who won't be putting on airs. I was trying to figure out how I was going to rhyme airs with your name, Antoine. Don't get, All right, anyway. So you guys know what I do. If you don't know, I'm going to tell you too. My name's Doug Rice. What I do, I try my best to express to you the reason that Negroes in this country, I'm not talking about black people. No, African Americans, you do what you want. I don't give a damn. Black people, I'm trying to catch your ear so that you might transition into Negroes, the only transition that I might abide under these circumstances. Yes, once you have attained the lofty position of Negro, then you should be woke. The reason that is because once you're a Negro, shit ain't no joke. Oh, okay, that's it. All right, so I do not pay attention to chat, and there is a reason for that. I've got 2 able-bodied moderators that will do that, and unfortunately, I can't keep track of what I'm saying and such and all of that. You guys know that, so you guys, if you want to talk amongst yourselves, anybody that gets rowdy, I'm sure that Trina and Antoine will say howdy. Okay, stop. All right, so what I want to say today, you know, we got us into this mess. I mean, for those of you that are woke Negroes, those of you that are Negroes, those of you that are just about Negroes, those of you that are black people and African Americans, again, fond farewell. But we got ourselves into this quagmire. You know, you feel me? I mean, every day, I get up, I notice what they do. I notice what they do to you. I notice, don't you notice too? Of course you do. But the final analysis, the least common denominator in the reason that we find ourselves in this position is the disobedience that we showed the most high God of all creation. Can you imagine that? Well, we did. And I need you to understand something I've figured out just before I came on today. The same kind of effort that went into that disobedience will be required to get you out of this quagmire. You ain't seen nothing yet. If you think you've seen how bad it can get again, you ain't seen nothing yet. All right, anyway, so you guys know what I do. This is what I do. This is what I do. I get on and I go on. And on and on and on. I got 7 topics. Maybe you can see it this time. I don't know. I got 7 topics. You can't see it. You can never see it. 7 topics. That's what I've been doing since January 6th. Boy, January 6th, 2021. Boy, you remember that? Do you remember? You remember what happened, don't you? I mean, the dust hasn't even settled yet, judicially. I mean, they're just now reaching toward the top, the pinnacle of causality in that whole fracas. I see about 600 people that are in jail for one term or another. There are some that will be in jail for a long damn time. You know? And the fracas is what set this effort off. I watched live. I'm going to give you a history. I watched live in this office as caucasity showed its monkey ass to the globe, and I lost my Negro mind. I sure did. And I didn't stop TikToking for about 4 months straight. I got 70,000 followers and then crashed the whole edifice. Yeah, that was interesting. But I got to tell you, it was worth it. Because what has resulted is this effort, the Doug Rice Show. So if you like what you hear, if you like what you see, if you like what I'm showing you, if there's a reason for me to be, then please hit the like, subscribe button, hit notification button, hit all those buttons, all those things that are down there. Please, thank you. All right, so, also, Doug Rice Show brought to you by Twidware. As you know, The opening fiasco, the opening salvo, the opening show, the opening of the show had an opportunity for you to take time and go to twidwear.com. I'm waiting for one of these hats. I'm keep asking one of these hats because blue is the color, man. Blue is the color. But twidwear.com, 10%. And I want to stop here because this is something new. They have skincare, Twidwear skincare. I like this. I'm gonna be slapping some of this on live. I'm gonna do it. I thought about not doing it, but then I saw Brian Taylor Green slapping some of his stuff on him. So I'm going to try that because I'm getting up there. Yeah, I'm not. I'm just joking. But they got some good stuff. They got footwear. They got Twid gear. Twid, for those of you that don't know, if I can sit here and show, stands for That's What I Do. THATZWUTIDO. Twidwear.com. Use the promo code TDRS, that stands for the Doug Rice Show, and get 10% off everything. And do shop, do go, because, well, let me just tell you why. All right, and I'll tell you. The gentleman that has put that effort forth, this gentleman has given 13 plus years of his Negro life to an apparel company that's going nowhere. It's not going to vanish. He will sit stalwart, ready, always there, and he'll be. We need as Negroes to uplift and fulfill this financial prophecy. I'm kidding not. This man is a woke, conscious brother. The last thing that we do is support ourselves. The last people that we reach in our pockets for is each other. We know it's just a condition. It's something that they've put upon us. And we must in all that we do to sustain ourselves until kingdom come. That's the effort. You have to understand, you must lead with the kingdom in everything that you do. You must. But you gotta earn a living too. And thus, you got Twidwear. Guy's been there for 13 years. A rock. I mean, there are very few companies that can stick around for so long. Usually, especially when it comes to apparel companies, they fizzle out. But again, he goes nowhere. He stands firm. And we need to stand firm in support of the effort of a woke Negro, willing to put it out there that he's woke. He's told me to let you know he knows that we are Hebrews. And so he associates with our struggle, our ideation, and our realization. And so again, Twidwear, TWIDWEAR.com, Twidwear.com. I'm plugging it. That's right. Off the top of my head, I'm trying to do it in some manner. Go to Twidwear, use the promo code TWRS, get 10% off all apparel, all Twid gear, all Twid skincare. Do it. All right, that's good, right? It was good, right? The tree don't tell me. 12:14 in the afternoon of 25th of June, 2023. Is it getting interesting? Because it's getting interesting to me. They're getting serious, folks. They are getting as real as they can get. And I can only imagine that the best is in front of them yet. I'm going to go over 7 topics. Like I say, then we're going to have some Negro news for you, but I'm going to frame it in a different way. I mean, you've been keeping up with the news, and I did a show yesterday. Hey. All right. Follow me. Here we go. How you doing? All right. Everybody good? You good? You good? Folgers. Hold on. Oh, Folgers is good. Oh, my God. They got to give me something. I mean, for goodness sake. Oh, the goodness. The goodness of Folgers. I mean, you can't have enough. There's never enough Folgers. Just needed to take a quick drink, make sure I was good to go. So please bear with me. Oh, I feel better now. All right. I'm getting your feelings. It's just me. All right. Thank you for being here. 12:15. Let's get it going. First topic. The anchor topic. I call it the anchor topic. Things to think about. The reason we go over this exercise every week, my Negro family, is for one purpose. The only one that I exist in doing this for. And let me tell you what that purpose is. Please bring it in. I want you to get that goddamn grin off your faces, particularly in public places. And here's the reason. You'll figure out why. Just give it a few minutes. Just try. For goodness sake. They'll tell you. All right, let's move on. All right. As in the days of Noah. That is the anchor topic of today. As in the days of Noah. You know, it's an interesting phrase. As in the days of Noah. It's the last days, right? And so, what are they really saying? Well, you got two ways of looking at how they're framing this. You got two. From what perspective are they coming from? As in the days of Noah. So as in the days of Noah, what were they? Monsters, they were giants, right? Probably a little magic, a little bit, craziness, idiocy, different kind of, elemental structures surrounding the earth. Perhaps even the laws of physicality were different just before the flood. It's said that the makeup, the construct of the earth before the flood was based on something different. Some figure perhaps it was, not carbon, but of a different makeup. And I don't know, silicon. That's the probability factor. So perhaps not, who knows? Doesn't really matter. But as in the days of Noah, so will it be in the end days. Now listen, folks, we're close, right? I mean, they're doing all the things the Euphrates is drying up, right? I mean, we're right there. We're right there, right? I mean, they're losing their minds left, right, up, down, beneath us, behind us, above us, below us. They are going insane. They act like they don't know it. You know what I'm saying? But as in the days of Noah, now a perspective is what I'm trying to surmise. How do we know that they were seeing it with different eyes? You see, we are projecting the days of Noah on TV, in the media, in our minds. We're making this shit up. Have you seen it? You seen the blue behinds? No, you've seen, Avatar, it was a water thing. I tried to sit through Avatar. I couldn't sit through 20 minutes of it. I couldn't, because all I was thinking about them projecting, trying to put us in. You consider what I mean. As in the days of Noah, so it will be in the last days. Listen, again, you got two different perspectives that you can put that in, two different ways. Here's where you can go literal, you can go figurative. So if you go literal, you're going to see giants. Now you may see them. You're going to see amazing things that may in fact test the hearts of men. You have no idea. You have to be steeled in your countenance to take in all that may be awaiting you. Who knows, right? I don't know. But I was dialing it in, if, as in the days of Noah, it was the perspective of what they are projecting, what they are dreaming about, what they're fantasizing about, the lies, the stories that they tell, the falsehoods they put together that they call movies. Have you seen some of this shit? Rise of the Beast. Who's saying what here? Rise of the Beast, really the new Transformer movie. I mean, you just come straight out and just talk about these folks. I mean, you're in league with them. Are they writing your scripts now? Are you getting the scripts from the parallel universe, like signed in blood, or what is it? What's going on? because it's right in our face. As in the days of Noah may not mean this physical place. It could be the mental space. It could precede it. Who knows? They could draw it out into existence by, I don't know, dwelling on it so, by imagining it, by projecting it into the minds of weakened individuals, seemingly melanin challenged and frail under natural sunlight. I'm not pointing fingers, but as in the days of Noah, we got AI, we got robots, we got, it's a remake of a remake. I mean, I know they're testing on animals. I know they're doing that. I know that they're trying to put human consciousness into machines. I know they're trying to put machines into human consciousness. They've just permitted that. That's something I believe Elon is on. And so, as in the days of Noah, again, hope that they're being figurative, because literally we're going to see giants and dragons and, stuff that just doesn't really need to be around. It's dangerous enough around here. We don't need an additive. We don't need, super tall beings, 7, 8, 10, 12, 15 feet tall, added to the idiocy of it all. I'm just spitballing. I don't know. But as in the days of Noah, just a way to think about that. We might be in the middle right now where it's at. Okay, 1222, that's the first topic down. I like that. Only because the reasoning sound. No, yes, no, you want to see monsters? That what you want to see? Do you want to see monsters? I mean, you go at the movies and you just take it all in. I mean, you do. Do you really want to see monsters? I don't think so. Yeah. All right, Doug Rice. How you doing? 1222, 625, 23. Decipher it. You know me. I don't. Next topic. While I'm talking, while you're tuned in, hey, I got some giving portals. I got a Patreon. I got a $sign, the Doug Rice Show. That's what is that? That's Cash App. Hey, I got 2 people, 2 mouths to feed now. Yeah, I gotta get them a Snickers, drink. Number one, at least a number one, medium. And so if you would, for the sake of Detrina and Antoine Anderson, who now at this very moment fighting caucasity, keeping them at bay and away from your negrosity so that we can just chop it up all day. Right? No? Yeah? Give. Thanks. All right, next. Hey, got a question. Where did they come from? Where did these folks come from? Let's hurt feelings, shall we? No, honestly, where did they come? Look, again, I got to refer, because you know where I heard it from, and there it is right there. TL Ministries came at it with pretty good, their last thing. But where did they come from? Where did these creatures manifest themselves? How'd they get here? I don't know. I'm looking at some stuff. They are not from here. Now, we need to just make this abundantly clear. RH negative blood, RH negative, that is foreign material. I know you try to associate it with some monkey business here on the planet, but that's not it. That's not it. No, they are not from here. And here's the identifier. Here's what kind of stands out. When you are resistant to sunlight, you leave no doubt. I mean, I kid you not. Look, if you start burning, Negro heads need to start turning. Something's wrong. Something is Wrong. I look at Trump supporters. They seem agitated at their own existence. They seem ginned up. I don't understand. All seemed right with these folks before, I don't know, 400 years. I just don't know. It just seems a coincidence that near the precise amount of time prophesied for Negroes to be enslaved coincides with caucasity losing its goddamn mind. I just don't know how you can find another coincidence. I don't think that's a coincidence. But where did they come from? Listen, we can go back in time. We have the technology. And we can look at history. We can look at how the Earth's population has been affected over time through settlers, explorers. Now, look, you come explore, explore away, baby. You're on your way as you go away and keep going away. Settlers settle. They don't cause problems. They don't murder people. They don't enslave people. They don't give pox-filled blankets to the indigenous population for shits and giggles. They don't fence off land and call large parcels theirs. They don't put on any kind of ignominious airs. Settlers just settle. You know what I mean? They settle. They fit in. They blend in. They sit in. They mend in. You know, they get in. They friend in. That's a settler. Now, an invader invades. You feel me? I know you know what I'm talking about. And that's the mistake that's been made. Where do they come from? Listen, it's like a viral infection. And now, listen, and I'm not being insulting. It just happens to work out that way. It just happens to be a resulting. But if they were parasites, they would at least let the host live. I mean, how many fucks can they not give? But a viral infection infects and casts away the host. It neglects, it doesn't protect. It replaces with much lighter faces, filling up a lot of spaces. What? Oh, I'm sorry, am I being racist? Shut up. Where did they come from? They came out of nowhere. They came from beneath the earth. They came from nowhere. Where did they come from? Well, now look, I said earlier, flood came, right? Flood came. If they can go underwater, which I think now has been proven, I mean, they're there. Something's there. Something is deep, deep, deep beneath there, and I'm not going anywhere. There ain't no air. But they're there. And if they can go there, it talks about this planet, this place basically built in an ocean of space. So where did they go? And if they went, what does that represent? And if they returned, well, what have we learned? Simple math puts this to bed. Maybe some of you read what I said. Very simple. Okay? I mean, they escaped, fine. Fine, they may have been out there anyway. This place was destroyed, they left. Okay, they tried that water to avoid. They left. Now, they could have gone out, had plenty of time to, kind of dabble about and create whatever they wanted to send and return to this place. And that's the reason we may be looking at many a white face. Ooh, I did like that. I hate to be so brutal and cold, but hey, their story, it never gets old. Next. All right, 12:30. We're clipping along, right? Everybody's having a good time? Everybody good? Everybody good? Everybody good? I don't know if you're good. You see, this is called just a narrative. I don't know who's talking. I don't know who's not talking. There could be nobody here because I kind of rearranged the studio so that all of the things that make this go are not in front of me, just so you know. It's kind of interesting. It's out of sight, out of mind. Ooh, okay. All right, next. Let me ask you a question. Do you know what Negroes represent? Do you know what Negroes represent? Do you know what we represent? And I'm not talking about anything in particular. I'm not even talking to any one in particular, just in general. Negroes, what they represent. First, I want you to wrap your mind about being an ambassador to the kingdom of heaven. If anything, the least common denominator of a Negro is a member of the royal family. Now, I'm saying royal family. I'm not talking about Judah. I'm not talking about Israel. I'm not talking about Benjamin. I'm talking about Ephraim. I'm talking about none of that. Just a member of the royal family. The least that you represent is royalty. That almost puts shivering down your, doesn't it? Royalty. If you associate yourself with the transatlantic slave trade, and you are a Negro in this country, then you, by all accounts, are a member of a royal family. Consider if we considered ourselves a considerate royal family, how much consideration we would receive. It's almost difficult to believe because they've beaten into us the antithesis of that fact. And thus, as a royal member of a royal family, what do Negroes represent? Well, an authority over the nations. That is the place that Negroes will hold. We will judge the nations, as far as I've been told. Look, don't get in your feelings. Nobody get all, caught up. Just relax. It's not something I thought of, okay? Yeah. We are an existential threat. Now, I'm not even defining to whose existence, but an existential threat has to be met with some resistance. What do Negroes represent? Well, maybe you didn't understand what I meant. As you look at yourself every day, as you go on about your way and consider yourself, think of the play. They have so much to say about what you consider yourself, even as you pray. But consider yourself a member of a royal family. Consider others that you see members of the royal family. How do you consider they consider members of the royal family? My goodness, how would they treat us if they were to treat us as we are supposed to be treated? How would we treat one another if we treated each other as we are supposed to be treated? What do Negroes represent? A holy royal nation. I don't know where it went. It's coming back. It's coming. It's coming back. Just relax. All right. Now, look. This is this is what we do now. This is what all of us do. It's not just me and it's not just you. This is a awakening that's happening. That's what's going on. And it's going to be going on for very long. I think it's going to be going on for a long time. If you like what you see, again, hit the subscribe button, the notification button, and maybe they'll notify you. I understand that they actually don't, but I know that they won't if you don't hit the button. I'm going to put up the patron stuff. There it is, I think. Or was that already up there? Maybe it wasn't. I don't know. This is the Doug Rice Show. Welcome. How are you? Good for you to be here. It's Sunday. It's the 25th of June, 2023. You know, it won't be long before the year is done. We'll be on to the next one, closer to having to run. And so I try to do this with the conscious knowledge that this too will be brought to an abrupt end. All that you hear, hey, try to keep it up there, because when the lights go off, you know, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting when things get set off in this country. All right, let's continue, shall we? You know, we have a task. That task is making the kingdom real. Here's the reason the task is imperative. Here's the reason it's important. That the kingdom of Almighty God be as real to you as the United States, even more so, because this place is very, very, very short on time. If you're not watching the news line, then you may not see it. You may be blind. I don't know. You got to make the kingdom real. You've got to make the kingdom real. You got to think outside the earth. See, everything around us, the atmosphere of this place is filled with the residual of the fallen. Every nook, every cranny, every crevice, every corner, every space, every place, and it's right in your face all the time without let up. And there's no escape. There's no get up. But under all of that, you are still tasked to making the kingdom real. Very interesting. First step, set yourselves apart. Consider yourselves as Negroes, separate from all that is around you. You don't even belong here. Start there. And from that space, keep to your Negro place. Now listen, I'm not saying that you need to avoid anybody. There's nothing that you're really going to be missing. But, you know, the step in making the kingdom real is to off-put the one that imposes itself and all that represent it out of your orbit. And that's as basic as you can put it, I would say. Consider this. Consider this, that you at one point had a heavenly citizenry. You were a citizen of the kingdom. We threw that away. And now, this is the task of trying to regain that citizenry. And the first thing that you have to do to regain the citizenry of the kingdom is to denounce the kingdom that claims ownership of you currently. And there's no decree that you can make. There's no paper that you can sign. I mean, you know, it's more than a physicality. It's somewhere in the mind. You dismiss this place offhand because you know this is not your land. You were brought here under the circumstances of punishment. This isn't a cruise. Just letting you know. Making the kingdom real, just making the kingdom real. Reject the kingdoms of this world. Now, I've seen brothers and sisters kind of associate themselves with kingdoms of this world through displaying flags to what they say, what they might edify. I've even approached a few, one or two, that's what I do. And, the response I got back was suffice. I didn't even think twice. I will say without doubt that all the kingdoms that you see now were on their way out, period. So making the kingdom of God real first means casting off the kingdoms that you feel. And you have to do it with an incredible zeal. I just thought I'd throw that out there. Yeah. Next. All right. We're clipping. It's 12:41. What? I'm almost done. Listen, you got to be serious-minded. I've seen too many brothers and sisters out there that literally walk around with a goddamn grin on their face. I don't understand if they even understand this place. I mean that. I just don't get it. There's no need to be bitter. I'm not talking about being a quitter. I'm talking about the realization of the kind of nation that fills this space in. This is not friendly territory. We're not on friendly ground. And for those of you who believe that we are, well, the journey that you have to get out of that situation, incredibly far. Be serious-minded. Let me tell you something. You know what? A serious-minded Negro offends them. Let me say that again. A serious-minded Negro offends them. And as we all know, the base root of offense is fear. But if you're stepping and fetching and grinning and cheesing and yassing and massing and thank yous and pleasing, you're not going to give these people any much reason to show you the true face that they hold in reserve in their secret place. The only way to get out, without doubt, not to have a scowl or a pout, but just flatline the mouth and show no teeth. You see what happens. You never know. I don't know. Be serious-minded. Be a serious-minded Negro. An unaffected Negro. The unexpected Negro. Listen, you know the kind of brother that they look for. And you know that they look for him. Now look, y'all know what I'm talking about. Look, you be chilling, minding your Negro business, trying to go about your day, trying to stay out their way. And the gravity of your Negro energy just draws them near. Before you know it, there they are in your ear. What do they expect? What kind of response do they expect for the intrusion that they interject into your negrosity with all that caucasity? Well, I'll tell you what they expect. They expect kind of a Kevin Hart response. Anything beyond that, and you have what they may call an attitude. Well, as opposed to that, be as flat-lined in your response as possible. It's deadpan and uninviting in your personality. And you can do it too. Now, if you start from that premise and you enter the room, man, let me tell you something. Won't take too soon. They'll show you who they expect you to be. And all of your negrosity. You know I'm telling the truth. You know it. They read their thoughts if you don't show a smile. And it doesn't even take them but a little while. You walk into a room, and you don't have a smile on your face, and the thoughts that fill their empty space. Those are the projections that they try to make in connection with seeing you not in near perfection, with a nice smile, a Negro, warm, energized smile ready for them to consume every time your black ass comes in a room. But be serious-minded and you'll see. Won't take too long. I'll show you there. Get that goddamned grin off your faces, right? Let me try to calm that down for you guys. Headspaces. You can be aware, alert, and aloof, and still maintain yourself under their roof. Now, you hear what I'm saying. Look up the word aloof. Alexa knows. See? Just be serious-minded. Try it for a day and watch how they get out of your way. And I think you're gonna like it too. Feels good. Next, all right. We are involved in the ultimate court case. I want you to know that, folks. Right now, as all of the litigious activity swirls all around this existence, we got Donald Trump being taken to court for this, for that, for the other. They're just taking him to court. I don't know. They're taking him to court. Suing him, they're taking him to court. He's this court, he's that court, he's this court, he's that court. You got folks going January 6th court. You got folks in the insurrection, fake electors court. Good Lord. Do they have enough judges? I'm sure they do. But people are going to be in jail for us through. All right. But the ultimate court case, it does involve you. Oh yeah, it does. The ultimate court case. We are in the middle of the creation of courtrooms, if you will. And you can be a witness or you can be a defendant. It's your choice. Can't pretend it. The court case involves a very simple assertion. It's who has the right to rule? That's it. That is the court case. That also couples itself with an accusation in that right to rule. So it's kind of a double-edged sword. So God is accused of lying, accused of not looking out for the best interests of his creation, and the individual accusing the creator of lying is, they want to call him Satan. Now, all of this stems from who actually has it in whose best interest to rule, and whose rule is in the best interest of that rule. Man or God Almighty? And when we say man, we mean man backed by his sponsors. We don't talk about sponsors too much. We do here. Twidware is the sponsor of the Doug Rice Show. Go to twidware.com, get 10% off any Twid gear using the promo code TDRS. Back to the show. Who sponsors these individuals in opposition to God? Well, those too are gods. And so, the ultimate court case involves all of creation. Now, what's led up to the court is a war. The war preceded the court. The war has been over, won. The last vestiges of the rebels sit amongst us, unseen, but yet as effective as always, creating as much havoc here, just outside the courtroom, reporting, Doug Rice Show, where all hell is breaking loose everywhere, But who's on trial? God Almighty and man. And I'm going to tell you right now, God's about to take the stand. Yeah, I can't believe the court case we're in. It involves and surrounds the original sin. But I'm pretty sure we all know who's going to win. Next, all right. Lastly, oh, everybody, don't applaud. Stop. That's rude. Their time has ended. Oh, let's hurt feelings. Their time is done. It's the reason they're screaming. It's the reason they're on the run. We know. Their time has ended. Who is they? Well, you know, folks, I don't even need to say. Their time's over. It's the end of the Gentile nations. Now, the word Gentile can also be pronounced gentle, and they're nothing like gentle individuals. In fact, they are the very antithesis of gentility. They are kind of a violent fragility. I don't know. They're beyond the pale, and they all hate Negroes without fail. You know, when I say Gentile nations, I mean everyone that's not a Negro, because they all seem to have some sort of animosity towards us. They always want to see Negroes at the back of the bus. And thus, their time has ended. And you know, they all serve false gods. I find that coincidence incredibly odd. Don't you? They all serve gods. Every nation claims to serve a god, yet fights for their own existence and not for their God. You know, their gods can actually have kind of a little attitude about this whole thing. I mean, consider that the gods themselves can be like, wait a minute, you're talking about you worship me? You're not fighting, you're fighting for you. I don't know, kind of cascading effects of causality. I'm just reaching. We'll just see how this goes. Their purpose has been fulfilled. Their time's nearly through. They've done everything they're intended to do. Now they go about the planet trying to put it in peril. Good Lord. All of them know what's happening to them. So Negroes have to go. I couldn't resist. That's just the last one on the list. Okay, you done? You good? All right. Okay, it's 12:53. It's almost an hour. Oh, yeah. Oh, you know what? I planned this. You'll see my power. No, you know, I did. I planned this, and I'll tell you why. They demonetized the Doug Rice Show. They demonetized this effort, just so you know. It's quite a blow. Quite a blow to the ego. And $150 a month, that wasn't, it was nothing to sneeze at, you know. I did things with it, you know. I tried to, you know, use it for some bill or whatever. So I said, you know, I bring the news after I do my 7 topics, but some news doesn't have to be necessarily current. And I decided to fold the news that I have myself and offer a way to spread that news and perhaps make a penny or two. We'll see how it goes. I got some books. I want you to take a look. Let me do this. I know I can get through this. All right, hold on, guys. Here we go. Boom. First things first. Let me do this because I planned this. Hopefully I do this well. Bam, pull out a little bit. Good. How you doing, folks? So, welcome again to the Doug Rice Show. My name's Doug Rice. Hope you enjoyed the last hour. We're almost done. I usually do 2 sections, but I had a good run, you know? But this won't be taking up too much time, and this idea is totally mine. Hey, I like that. Katrina don't know about this. You know, I might get in trouble. Who knows? So I got PDFs, okay? Rare stuff. Rare PDFs, okay? And they're pretty cool PDFs. As you can see, this one here, this is the Book of Enoch, all right? Book of Enoch from 1883. 240-page, rare PDF. I would recommend you print everything that is seen here. But I'm going to offer these PDFs that I have. I'm going to show them, each one of them to you, kind of tell you what they're about. Now, I know, this is 203-page Book of Jasher, an ancient Book of Jasher in a translation based on the original Hebrew with the original introduction notes. This is 1840. You don't get these books. These are books you do not get. You can't go to the library and get these books. You have to have them on PDF. Now, you can search some of them, but I have them in a collection, and I've got an idea. Hey. So I'm going to talk about these books, but the general skinny is, it's $10 a book, $10 a PDF. If you want 2 of them, it's $15. 3 of them is $25. 4 of them, I guess, would be $30. And then 5 of them would be, I don't know, just how this is going. I don't do math, but I'm going to show you what they are. So don't laugh. All right, so you got the Ancient Book of Jasher. It's a really, really good good book here. Preliminary, we're not all in the original, as you guys can see. I'm sure you're looking here. I'm going to make these available. You have to email me at thedougriceshow@gmail.com. That's all you got to do. You can contact Katrina or Antoine Anderson too. But this is a really good book. It's got some interesting stuff in it. If you know anything about the Ancient Book of Jasher, you really need to get in it. It's a wonderful copy. It's an edition. I'm kind of skimming off Amazon. I don't know. They started off with books, right? Rare books. It's a rare book. Rare PDF. Here's another one. The 13th Tribe. Now, got to tell you, folks, this is an interesting piece of literature. The 13th Tribe. If you know anything about Arthur Kessler's a 99-page book. That's why I made the price $10 for each book, because the minimum page for each book is 100 pages. That's 10 cents a page minimum. But I got books that are over 400 pages, so you get a good price cut. So the 13th Tribe is a keeper. The rise and fall of the Khazars. I'm trying to hip you up on game, okay? So as I know, Katrina is on top of her job. She's writing out the names of the books. The first one being the ancient, hold on, I'll get up to the top here, man. The Ancient Book of Jasher from 1840, 203 pages. The 13th Tribe by Arthur Kessler, 99 pages. But an impactful book, one they don't want in Negro hands. They don't want these publications in Negro hands. Trust me when I believe that. Trust me. The Book of Enoch from 1883. This is a rare edition. This is very close to our emancipation of this rancid, racist nation. But this is a rare find, not one you might find in another kind like this, but $10, 240 pages. Book of Enoch the Prophet, fine book, fine publication, $10 for a single. You're gonna again, Doug, the Doug Rice Show @gmail.com. Next, we have this from 1930. Hebrewisms of West Africa, from Nile to Niger with the Jews, by Joseph J. Williams. Ladies and germs, this 463-page book you get for $10. 463 pages of history, 463 pages. This is a pretty good one. Have I read them all? No, I've read through them, but they are just, I would say more than just information, the Lion of the tribe of Judah. These are publications that were kept out of our hands purposefully. This was information they did not want Negroes to know. So I offer these to you. This one, Nature Knows No Color Line. Now look, I should charge $3,000 for this book. I think that's what they charge, $3,000. Nature Knows No Color Line, pretty expensive book. This book, some of the books by this author, Sex and Race, quoted by W.E.B. Du Bois, No Man Living, has revealed so many important facts about the Negro as J.A. Rogers. You get this 128-page gem for $10. You get two for 15. You get two. Just pick what you want. You get all six for like, I don't know, 40 or something probably, or 5 or something. I don't know. I'll give you a deal. I'll give you. I got a lot of nice stuff. We got this, which I thought might be interesting. This is a 466-page book, The Testament of Solomon. Now, it's not in the original, but if you look at the side notes, The Testament of Solomon is pretty good read. You gotta, I think it's one of the Apocrypha, but for goodness sake, $10, 466-page book of wonderment. So there you have it. Testament of Solomon, $10, 466-page. Nature Knows No Color Line, $10, 128-page. Hebrewisms of West Africa, $10, 463-page. My suggestion to you is to print them out, spend the money. The Book of Enoch from 1883, you've got to check this out. Listen to me, $10, 240 pages. The 13th Tribe, the lowest page numbered book, but 99 pages of power. Now I'm going to do this with other publications. I have other PDFs, but since they demonetized me, I got to think of a way to make up for that loss of $150. So, there's always a cost. All right. So there we have it. Last, what was the other book? The Ancient Book of Jasher from 1840. Any of these books, any of these PDFs, any of these publications, $10 a publication. I cut deal on ordering more than one. And I will have put more of these up. It's a rare find. You don't have to search for them. And again, print out. The reason I think $10 is a good deal is because you can spend about $70 to print a 400-page book, single page. And if you print these out and keep them, you will always have them, especially if you protect them. That's my thought. All right. I hope everybody has enjoyed what we have done today. I hope so. Again, I offer these as a way to, make up for being demonetized on YouTube. Please follow me, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and everywhere. Yes, I am. I am a writer. It's what I am first. And the Negro prose, that's what I thirst. I love to write. I pray that you read some of my writings on Medium, medium.com. Again, there we go. That's all I got, folks. I hope you enjoyed the show. All right, I'm out. I'm gonna go drink some coffee, spend some time with the wife. 21-year marriage, which I love. What a life. All right, so it's been good. Thanks so much for your support. This makes up for yesterday's sermon. All right, I gotta go. Thank you so much, guys. You have a wonderful day. Wait! Hey, get him. Come here. Listen. Now look. Here come the 4th of July. Hit different, don't it? What you think they want to do on the 4th this year? Oh my goodness, what will they do? Brothers and sisters, well, let me tell you. Now look, they're going to get in their feelings. It's going to catch them right in their craw. Some of them might be tempted to break the goddamn law. I kid you not. They're going to express themselves violently before it's all over. And I just don't want Negroes to have to roll over. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying. Just prepare yourself. Why not take this week coming up just to kind of, seal up the grin? I mean, why not? You don't have to smile. You don't have to give them anything. You don't owe anybody a goddamn thing in this country as a Negro. Now, if you're a Black American, believe me, they'll tell you what you owe them. But as a Negro, hopefully woke, what they have to say really ain't no joke. So what I say is stay away throughout the day. And here's how you play. Tomorrow you're going to get up, you're going to go to work like you always do. You ready to be the belle of the ball at work, huh? You're going to be a ray of sunshine, huh? Are you going to be that guy? You're going to be that Black guy at work tomorrow, huh? You're going to make me do shows before you go in again. I was brutal. Don't make me do it. But if you got to go in tomorrow, I want you to think your way through it. Here's what you do. Just try something new, right? Before you go to work, hold up in these spaces. Do me a favor. Get that goddamn grin off your Negro faces. Oh, we good? We good? All right. Y'all have a good rest of your weekend. I'm leaving now. Peace.